God of War Ascension has been in the news for a while as having multiplayer. Everybody's talking about multiplayer. Today I'd like to talk about single player. What do we have in store for us? What's the story and where are we picking up in the life of Kratos?
This is a prequel before God of War 1. It shows the story of what was tormenting Kratos and what drove him to be the monster and angry guy that we all know. We've revamped a lot of things to do this. His combat system is slightly different. We revamped the God mode system we used to have in the other games, and we're calling it the Rage system this game. So now, instead of building up God mode across mini fights and saving it and using it later, now every single fight you'll build that up. And what that does is that it encourages you to be offensive, encourages you to play well, and if you do, you'll get very powerful and you'll kill all your enemies.
What are some of the enemies that we're looking at this time around, and are we seeing any familiar faces?
You'll see a Cyclops. He appeared in every God of War. While you could ride him before, this time you can actually decide to ride him whenever you want, depending on how you fight. You also see some of the satyrs in a different role this game, more of a weaker enemy. You could disarm them and use them yourself. That's a new thing this game.
What are some of the different weapons he can pick up that are unique to the God of War experience?
Well, this game, the sword and the javelin. The javelin gives some range so he can throw it. He has a limited amount of these, though, so you got to watch out. And the sword is a very fast, up-close weapon. It also grinds a little bit of extra XP from guys, so you can level up a little faster. And you throw any of these weapons, you get a special discard that is very powerful and can stun enemies and let you ride them and things like that.
What are some of the things you think are special about this iteration of God of War?
It's the options this game. Kratos this time can choose to kill anybody any way that he can. He can use the Rage system to power up his blades and power up his specials and do things like that. He can pick up sub-weapons. He'd use them to stun enemies and then use them to kill other enemies. So really, this game, we're hoping everybody has a different way to kill and hopefully all having fun.
So throw a few adjectives at me. How would you describe this game in just a few choice words?
Brutal, epic, awesome.